Please excuse the interruption. I just needed to... Since we needed to start a new stream, because the first attempt exploded, I was just getting all that information ready. Alright, well, but that aside, we're playing the Messenger now. Like the title says, did you think we were done with Ninja Gaiden? Yes, that's right. This is sort of it's a Metroidvania genre, but a lot of the gameplay is inspired by Ninja Gaiden. So I thought, we're probably done with playing Ninja Gaiden for now, unless we want to just play it for kicks. Let me see, what's the stream setting? At this rate, yeah, it's on normal latency, but it's still a bad connection. That's obnoxious. Well, anyway. Yeah, since this is a whole nother stream without any of the options we pick normally, all of the settings are going to be really different. Like, I don't think there's going to be replay for if there's a chat. Well, anyway, there are other Ninja Gaiden games, but we probably won't get the chance to beat them, to play them. So, oh, who called it? Who called that file that? Why would they do that? Anyway, what should we... I guess it would make sense for this guy. Kind of. Insofar as it makes sense to call anybody that. Another day and still no sign of the so-called Western hero. Training used to be fun, but all we do now is memorize boring prophecies. Demon army this and magic scroll that. Nothing's happened in centuries, so why are we still hiding? I wish I could just leave this place and go explore the world. Gather around, everyone. History lesson is about to begin. Oh great, another lecture. I guess I should at least show up this time. Yeah, so jump with B, slash with Y. Can't do anything with A or X, at least not for now. Can't do anything there either for now. So yeah, if you watched the playthrough of the NES Ninja Gaiden, you'll see that this is very similar. Right on time to try the new course. Show us your cloud step techniques. Jump, hit, jump. So they have a little demonstration here. Let's see what he has to say. It's easy once you've been trained. Jump, attack something, and jump again. You can remain airborne as long as you find things to attack. So as long as you find things to attack. So if you hit this, you can jump, and then you hit it again, and jump. And your sword, because this mechanic exists, your sword swing is out for a pretty long time. Like, in a normal game, that would have missed, because you see it slice through, but as long as you see the sprite work of the slash still around, it still counts as hitting it. So, like you said, as long as you can hit something, you can stay up indefinitely. So that's the sort of the special mechanic of this game. I mean, there's a couple other additions, but this is the unique movement that's specific to this game that sets it apart. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Anyway, well, look who decided to grace us with their presence. Have you done your reading? Ever the rebel. What's the point? All we do is rot in this hideout anyway. I see that the importance of our ancestors' wisdom is lost on you. But let me assure you that the threat of the demon army is very real, and should they... They have returned! This is all wrong. The Western hero was supposed to save us all. What's out? So they're all dead. I guess. Maybe they're just injured. Hold on, let me fix something real quick. Alright. But don't go. You are not ready. Well, we're gonna have to be ready. Anyway,
Burn it all. Bring the humans to their knees.
not so fast, big boy.
Oh, and who might you be?
And I just gotta answer a question here real quick. I'm a customer, so it's important.
Are you really all they've got?
At least there's this cool music. Alright, I might have to respond again, but probably... It could also be pretty closed-ended, too. Anyway,
Pathetic! Prepare to die! That sound... impossible! It seems luck is with you this day. Barmathazel! Yes, my king. Keep an eye on this worm. Certainly, my king. Count your blessings, ninja. My minions will make short work of you in the autumn hills.
are you the Western hero? Something like that. To be honest, I got here way too late. As you look like the most capable around here, I have a task of the utmost importance for you. Oh, I'm definitely going to respond to this one, because I didn't mean that in a negative way. Okay, maybe that'll be the last of it. Sorry about all that. Anyway, utmost importance. Take this scroll and carry it across the island. You need to reach Glacial Peak Summit, where 3 sages will be waiting for you. But who are you, and why is this scroll important? You'll find answers along the way. Head for the village gate now. The Shroud of Night will be your only protection to make it through the autumn hills. Godspeed, Messenger. You got the scroll. Been chosen to be the messenger tasked with carrying the scroll across your cursed world. So I wasn't actually reading the intro earlier, but I don't know how much it explains it. I think maybe that should have been a... Well, it's a... Anyway, it becomes night now. Since he's a ninja, he's real stealthy. I guess. Not that that ever comes up with the gameplay. I feel like that's probably too loud, because if I can... What's that word? Beat... No, that's not... Okay, those guys take 3 hits. If I can hear the music and... If I can hear the music, it's probably too loud. What? Oh. I'll get those for completion's sake. Yeah, well, no, I don't think we can look at that now. Alright, well, let's just play through the level then. We'll come across the things I want to talk about when we come to them. But, ooh, yeah. Can't do anything with that, so I guess we have to go over here. Ah, the messenger. I wasn't expecting you so soon. What is this place? This is the shop. It doesn't look like a shop. Do I look like a shopkeeper? Anyways, so I'm the mystic character who will be mentoring and supporting you on the epic quest to save the world, and all you need to do is take the scroll to the top of the Fairway Mountain, where the 3 sages from my order will be awaiting you. Your order? Slow down, that was way too much text for one dialogue box. Look, just keep going eastwards and make sure to grab all these tiny shards you see lying around. I can use them to upgrade your abilities and artifacts. First one is on the house. Enjoy. We got climbing claws. Press against the wall while airborne to stick to them. Need anything? Let's chat. What do you want to chat about? So, climbing claws? Oh yeah, you can press against the walls to cling to them and climb at your leisure. Makes sense. The way everything looks, it just felt like I should be able to do that. Yes, that's why John Gaiden invented them decades ago. Who's John Gaiden? Never mind. Just an acknowledgement I needed to get out of the way. I don't get it. Some will. What is this place? Seriously, though, where are we? Curious, are we? In time, you will come to realize that the question is not where, but when. That's it? Listen, I know you're still new to this, but you have to be pretty naive to expect anything other than cryptic information so early in your adventure. Wouldn't you rather go back into the action anyway? Just buy a health grade or something and be on your way. Kids these days. Do you have any stories to share? Of course, here's one for you. There once was a servant who didn't know how to read. The day came where his master asked him to read something for her, to which he replied, "I'm sorry, my lady, but I can't." That reply immediately got him fired. So he went out into the streets looking for a tea house to relax and accept the bad news. When he couldn't find any, he reckoned he probably wasn't the only one to wish there was a tea house in his small town, so he opened up his own. It really picked up, so he built many more and became rich in the process. One day, his accountant asked him to review a piece of document, to which he replied he didn't know how to read. The accountant, who couldn't believe his ears, said, "If you became a millionaire without knowing how to read, just imagine where you would be if you could read." "Oh, I know exactly where I would be," the rich man replied. "I would be a servant." The end. What? I don't see how this applies to my adventure. It doesn't. You asked for a story. More like the long version of when life gives you lemons. Alright, since you don't seem to appreciate me sharing some clever material for your next party, I suggest you move along. So yeah, this game is... The writers for this game, they like humor, and a lot of fourth wall humor and all that stuff. So the thing I'm craving the most is to be able to deflect shots. So we have this upgrade tree. That's HP, and this will make it so that enemies will drop HP. We can probably just look at them, and this one's based more around ki, which is our attacks. We need ki to attack. And this is, you know, the HP upgrade tree. That's for defense. And then this is your more movement-based upgrade tree. So, attack enemy projectiles. Empower, it's Strike of the Ninja technique. Empower your attacks, letting you destroy enemy projectiles. You can even cloud step off of them. So you pretty much need that. That's why it's so super cheap. And I was missing it earlier because I was trying to deflect that guy's fireball attack, and it didn't work. But now it will. Please don't touch the cabinet. I already told you the cabinet is off limits. Believe me, you're not ready for what's in there. You think you could just barge into my lab and go through my stuff like you own the place? Alright, let's do it one more time. There's no skeleton in there, I promise. Oh, can't interact with that. Alright, well, we spent enough time in there, so we can spend more time in there later. We'll be going there, well, like he implies. He's the wise sage character who guides us throughout the whole game, so we'll be seeing a lot of him. So no sense in doing everything all at once. Whoops. Oh. So if I had been able to hit the enemy there and not get hit, I would have been able to jump up there. Well, I guess he probably respawns. Yeah, there he is. So let's show that off. Yeah. So that's something you develop and learn throughout the course of playing the game a lot, to see those opportunities and be able to take advantage of them through practice. How to duck to hit those guys, of course. Or you can probably just avoid them, but you want to collect as many of these as possible since they get you the upgrades. Rats. Hey! Oh, man. He was stuck. He was clinging to the wall there. So that was the problem. Okay, I'm in trouble here. Oh, that's just a save. We can't go in there. Oh, the music got muffled because we're in the water. So yeah, I can't do anything here in the water except swim at least for the time being. Whoops. Those little, I guess, jars, those green jars give you health. That's how you restore it. As well as at checkpoints, but checkpoints only heal so much. At least until we get the upgrade. Those are tracking attacks, so you want to time those carefully. Now, I don't think we can make it over there. Actually, I guess we can. Huh. That's cool. They give you that option if you want to go for it. That being said, it probably doesn't save you any time. Since you have to wait for the platform to move, you may as well just swim. It seems like it'll take more time. Because, you know, swimming is a slower action. But on the other hand, you had to wait for the platform. Oh, okay, you have to do that all at once. It doesn't continue the conversation. That's too bad. Press B, well, we'll probably want that. We can save that for later. Yeah, let's... I think we want to go for the movement stuff first. Although I probably should get health. Yeah. Oh yeah, it only takes 9 more chunks. So yeah, that'd be good. Anyway, we want to hit... you can hit these. Like... As long as it's an interactable item, like we saw with the lanterns from our village, you can jump off of them. Or, of course, if it's an enemy. Oh. So you can see that being able to block their shots is pretty important. It's only going to get more important. Could have just jumped over the shots, of course, but if you wanted, we used his attack to be able to reach him without having to go to the other side, like without having to climb that wall. That being said, we ended up going there anyway because I wanted to collect those things from the lantern. But oh well, it was cool. Oops. So yeah, that mechanic is... I mean, it's just core to the whole game. It really adds the experience. It's... I mean, I can't emphasize it enough, really. It gives it an identity and a lot of fun that it'd just be basically a whole nother game if that mechanic was missing. Here's a challenge room. I don't know that we're gonna... I guess we'll do all of these. Might not, though. Spins around, and he punches it. So, it seems you're one to wander off the beaten path. What was that big green object? Oh, you mean that thing you just smashed instead of collecting? It's a power seal. There are many others like this one, but to be honest, I'm not really sure what they do. I can tell you that finding them all is optional, but if you're the kind of adventurer who likes to go for the extra challenge, you'll want to keep an eye out for hidden rooms. And who knows, it may or may not unlock an overpowered upgrade. Anyway, I'll be at my shop. So yeah, we broke those breakable looking blocks, and there's actually some more right here, but we can't do anything about them. So that probably means there's another optional challenge beyond this one. But yeah, you can see there's definitely a lot more danger in this room than there has been so far. Like, you need to think a little more about it. Did we come from... No, we didn't come from here. Don't need to jump for that one. It's close enough to us that we can just fall into it. Wait. I don't know if this... I guess it is faster, yeah, to do that. Oh, we didn't get anything from him. That is a surprise. Alright, I think we're gonna want that health upgrade now. I sense danger. Alright, that's 200. This one's only 50, so yeah, let's get our key attacks. Yeah, we can get that later. Man, that's 1,000. So now that we collected that little item, we see this chest here, and like where the keyhole would be is the same symbol. So let's interact with that. What's with this big mysterious chest? It appeared when you smashed the first power seal. So I guess that's all he has to say about it. So the implication is pretty clear. So this is going to be a boss that... Oh, maybe I'm thinking of a different one. Oh, I made the wrong move there. Yeah, you can strike them pretty quickly. Oops. Oh, Father Christmas. Oh, it looks like he always goes for... Well, hopefully when you... Yeah, it looks like he always throws it up rather than down when he's just throwing it on the ground. Unless maybe the RNZ was just happened to do it that way, and he might have thrown it low. That could have been bad. We'd have still had 2 hit points left if we hadn't spent it on HP though, so we weren't really in that much danger. It's the tutorial boss. I was about to say something else that would have applied probably to an upcoming boss. Oh, we can't make that. So now we're in the catacombs instead. Oh, you scared me. I thought you were an undead. What kind of creature are you? You've never seen a phobikin? Phobikin? We are a tribe of builders, technically very hardworking, but every one of us is cursed by a unique fear, which we are named after. What's your name? Necro. Necro? So you fear the dead and somehow ended up in the catacombs? Ironic, isn't it? I fell while trying to repair the temple ruins above, and was instantly paralyzed by all this morbidity. Anyway, thanks for snapping me out of it. I really should get back to work. So yeah, they're basically Jinzos. Okay, that's jump. You can see these bats track us and follow us. I think he went through the walls too. My instinct is to think that those... Oh, we can use the one above. Those moving platforms, my instinct is to think if you jump on them, they're going to go so high that they crush you if you... You know, because they'll hit the ceiling. But they actually aren't that bad. So here's a deposit, I guess you'd say, an ore deposit of those. So you get a bunch of crystals from that. So you can find those scattered about in hidden rooms. So you get a big boost in your crystals. Watch out for that. Here's a good practice room for this technique. I already have it down pretty good, but it forces you, in case you aren't practiced, it forces you to go to the next one, then the next one. Even though I'm practiced, I still failed that. Uh-oh. Oh, now there's a bunch of, well, undead, but also, well, I guess it could be an undead bat, because it does still have a skull on it, for its head. Could have sworn the A button, what the heck? Why didn't that hurt him? But and I could have sworn it was actually the A button that throws the shuriken. Oh, we want to be able to fall. Be careful with that. Spikes aren't insta-kill moves, but they do like 2 damage, I think. I think we showed that earlier, actually. We can probably get another upgrade. They're pretty cheap early on. I guess we could chat here, too. Talk about where we are. We can probably save that for later. Maybe we should get this one. I mean, this one. And then we can go for movement. Hey, you made it to the catacombs. Oh, anything I should know? Not really, it's pretty standard stuff. Skeletons, and bats. Oh, and evil wizards, too. You bet, a necromancer even took over. Spooky. Cliched. I suggest you get this area out of the way. There are more original ones lined up. Well, what do you do here? I study magic. Can you teach me? Not really. Why not? Because you're not ready. Ready for what? For magic. Come on, you just asked. No, but I meant... Believe me, learning magic is a lot harder than following a conversation. Do you have any stories to share? Of course, here's one for you. There once was a poor old lady who had nothing in life save for a small shack and a pear tree. Her name was Madam Misery. Her whole family ate misery, and sometimes there wasn't even enough misery to go around. One day she was visited by a starving beggar who asked whether she had any food to spare. She didn't, but her heart was as big as her situation was unfortunate. So she served the beggar a few clumps out of the tasteless broth she had simmering, then invited him to help himself to a few pears. The beggar removed his cloak, revealed himself as a deity, revealing. He was disguised as a beggar to see whether there was any kindness left in the world. Touched by Madam Misery's generosity, he offered to grant her a wish. Let me guess. She didn't want anything, and it's immoral about living frugally. No, this is good, let me continue. She mentioned a lot of people were stealing her fruits, which jeopardized her chance to eat every day. Her wish was simple, an enchantment on her pear tree so that it would trap anyone who stole from it until she decided to free them. The divine visitor granted her wish and took his leave. Time went by, and she scolded many thieves, but soon realized that most of them were starving children. She decided to take it upon herself to feed and educate them, and soon became the pillar of a thriving new generation. Ever happy and generous, Madam Misery got so old that her face looked like an elephant's knee. And then one day, death came for her. Death, following the protocol, inquired about her last request. I would like to eat one last pear from my tree, she said. Would you be so kind as to grab one for me? Death climbed into the tree to grab a pear, getting trapped in the process. The old lady decided to never let Death out of the trap, and since then there has been misery in the world. The end. Right? Well, what's the moral? Being selfless justifies being selfish later? Generosity begets misery? I don't know. It's a fairy tale for kids. I just thought the idea of Death trapped in a pear tree was interesting. So yeah, I think all of his stories are probably something not from real life. Stories from real life, like the one about the anecdote about the guy who couldn't read. Whoops. Woo. This is obviously a challenge room here. Oh yeah, that looks very challenging. I mean, if you're a newbie. Whoops. But as far as this area goes, it's definitely an up in difficulty. You know, you can tell that much pretty easily. Oops. Attaching to the wall can be a little inconvenient, but it's definitely a little more refined than in the original Ninja Gaiden games. Those could get real obnoxious. This is just extras, but that's okay. You want extras? Guess there's nothing to say about this part, just go through the... Uh-oh. Okay, I think that might not react until we go. It's a trap. Okay, just gotta be prepared. Alright. I'd hoped they would drop something. Ooh, let's see here. Okay, that's just... I don't know what that just was. It was just a dead end. That's what it was. Uh-oh, here's another trap. It's actually not that dangerous. Okay, they do drop stuff sometimes. Hey. What the heck? What? Oops. Hey. Ooh, almost got hit by that one. Oh, here's a wizard. We want to hunt them down as soon as possible. It also worked out since apparently this was the route to get to that center area anyway. Uh-oh. It's the Necromancer. No, not Necromancer. Oh, this time he summoned wizards. Ooh, got hit that time. Something stuck in my throat. Hope I'm not getting sick. I guess I'll go a little over the time I was expecting this to take, since we had to have some delays. I guess I'm just gonna ignore him. Used up all our key to do that. That's okay. This one's a little more challenging since you gotta do some platforming, but it's not too bad. I wonder if Ryu could learn that technique if he was taught it, or is it just like something you can only really do if you're specifically from this world? Like, could he manipulate his own key to be able to do this? Maybe he would have to use up some ninpo. Yeah, those blocks take 3 hits. At least for now. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Is this health? Okay, good. This one's a little tricky, gotta time it, but not too bad, really. It just takes a bit of thought compared to some of this other stuff, which doesn't really. I think we're coming up on our next boss here. Let's see what we can get that might help us with it. Need anything? Really? I mean, if it's a boss, we're not going to be hitting any enemies that'll drop health. But even so, might as well pick it up, since that'll be the next upgrade we want anyway. Really, I don't think we need to invest too much in key, so we'll probably save that. So then, do we want to save for that one? Do we want to get another HP and save up for that? Or do we want to just go for movement? I think we'll save movement for later. So I think for now I'll save up for the defense. Maybe I'll just get the hit points. I don't know. What's the numbers difference between those? That's 1,000. And this is 320. Maybe I'll just get the hit point and then save up for the 1,000 later. Now we're finally going to confront that necromancer we were seeing throughout the level. And with this army of undead, everyone will soon fear the mighty Ruxton. Ahem. What now? We have a visitor. I don't have time for visitors. Well, he seems to have time for you. Oh, great. Just when you think you get to play with your evil lab. Do I have to remind you who's in charge here? Now say something threatening and try not to embarrass us like you did last time. Oh, I've been practicing. Watch this. Ahem. Who dares enter my lair? Oh, is that the messenger? Looks like it. What do we do? Steal the scroll, of course. Good plan. On guard, face the mighty Ruxton the Great. I don't think we can... Oh, I guess we can block those. Okay. Can jump on that. Okay, knock him off. And start comboing him. Oh, it's gonna... Okay, now we've got to protect ourselves with that. Oh, we can't hit him. Oh, that's too bad. That would have been a good time to do that. Be good. Hey, yo. Oh, they're just gonna keep doing that. That's generous. Uh-oh. I guess this fight kind of reminds me of Taku. Kind of. Oi! Okay, I think it's the... Oh. Guess you cling to the wall and jump off it. Maybe that's what's making me think of him. Not that you have to cling to the wall to beat Taku. Anyway, I yield! Wait, I don't. It's over. This evil thing is clearly not working out for us, no matter how many skulls we slap onto ourselves. Any suggestions, then? I'm listening. I don't know. Just something else. Like what? Introspection would be a good start. What has all this brought us, really? Ridiculous. I'm sticking to evil. Oh, yeah? And how are we going to accomplish anything if I'm not carrying you? Well, I could... Yeah, that's a good point, actually. It's settled, then. Carry on, Messenger. We promise not to cause the world any harm. Let's see what else he has to say. Okay, same thing. Oh, now we're on Bamboo Creek. That tune did kind of sound like that. Oh, right. These guys are pretty invisible here because they're blended into the environment. And they're so small, too. Oh. Guess I should have gone for him first. You can also spam the attack, and it'll probably block out anything that you could be worried about. I don't know that oh, I wanted to go the other way. They were complaining about the lack of originality, or making fun of it, really. I don't think that the Necromancer level was that bad. Let's see if he has anything to say about this area. Need anything? Bamboo Creek. That must be a sight for sore eyes after your trek in the catacombs. Sure is. Do make the best of it. This place is as close to a day off as you'll get on this adventure. I'll try. I just didn't know something so cheerful existed. Heh. I guess it says more about your mindset than about the world. What are these crystals I'm collecting? So, you're a touch the unidentified magic object first and ask questions later kind of guy? They're time shards. I can use them to augment your abilities. How does it work? Exactly the way we have been doing so far. You select what you want to give me to the required amount of shards. So, what you want, and give me... Oh, okay. I meant the spell itself. It's complicated, but I'm curious, and I'm busy. And I'm ice physics. Any stories to share? Of course I do, but now's not the time. Why not? You're in Bamboo Creek. This is as sunny as it gets in this here cursed world. So I suggest you take the opportunity to play outside. Bye now. Well, let's see if there's anything we want to bother upgrading. I don't think we'll be swimming a lot, so we can... Yeah, we'll probably want to save up for the hit points. What? Let's see, which one of those is probably the secret room? That's probably the way to go then. Oh, this isn't a secret room, this is just collecting those. Okay, never mind. That didn't get us anything. So we avoided those shots by just staying up in the air. So that'll be something to consider. The Medusa heads. Now this is an interesting one, isn't it? It goes up as you hit it, so you gotta keep up with it. And of course it gives you a couple time shards. Actually, I guess it was just one. Oh, since those guys are infinitely respawning, maybe they don't get you any time shards. That's probably the case. Oh. Okay, I think that's as much as he's gonna do. So now we're kind of in trouble. Could have just ran away, but I didn't want to, man. Oh, that was fortuitous. Unfortunate. Oh, we're all out of those. Can't do that. Oh yeah, see how long that lasts. It's good. Well, if that was a guy, if he was about to fire there, then it would have been good to wait. But it wasn't necessary. But good to be prepared for that kind of thing. This is another thing that teaches you more about this mechanic. I mean, it's practice, not really teaching precisely, I'd say. Because it depends on what you mean. Oh, man. Well, since we're hitting this, we're basically invincible. Oh, I guess he struck me from behind, so maybe not so invincible. What the heck was that? What? Come on. Oh. Well, we don't need that anymore. It got us up here. Well, that was a spot of bother, but we got through it. Oops. Oh, come off it. Oh. Gotta hit this one. Gotta hit this one, this one. Hit this one. Okay, fine. We don't really need the platform, since we already know we can just hit it and jump along with it, like what we did earlier. And it's funny because these platforms actually come second. You'd think they'd come first. Oh, fiddlesticks. Hey. Oops. So a lot of open space here. I guess it's because of the Medusa heads. What the heck? There's obviously a secret here, but we can't access it yet. Maybe we come from the other side, actually. Or something else. Oh, fiddlesticks. Okay, I guess we'll just do it the way you're supposed to, but you could jump along those fireballs and the Medusa heads to get around there, but at this point it's not worth the trouble. Lucky thing you can jump after getting hit. Okay, I guess we're not gonna beat too many enemies anymore, because oh, that guy got despawned. He was despawned and is this gonna be a boss fight? I think we can get the health upgrade. So if it is, then we'll be better off for it. I mean, we'll be able to take it on better. So there's a hint here, which is that The first hint is, it seems like there's a crevice here, so it's like, oh, it's dangerous. But then when you think about it, it's on both sides, and it's pretty easy to avoid. And then the second hint is you see the ladder here, or whatever you call it. But there's nothing super special here, it's just this. But it's something. But it's not one of those green shards, or whatever. I don't think this is a boss fight. Just stay in the center. You don't need to fall into them or anything to the left or right. You'd think they might do that. They're definitely going to a boss fight here. Wait, we're not? I could have sworn they were setting up for one. Maybe that's actually kind of later in a way. This looks a lot like the Necromancer Cave, but it's more green than brown, I guess. Can't make that. So, that probably means something. I fell in a pit. That you did. That gap is way too wide. There's no way I can make the jump. This reminds me of a story. A long time ago, warriors of the Squirrel Clan invented a way to soar through the skies. Touching on a freedom humans could seldom dream of. Some would mistake them for gods. Incredible. Yeah, whatever. Here's a wingsuit. You got the wingsuit. Press and hold B while airborne to glide. Deploy over geysers to fly upward. Need anything? Thanks for the wingsuit. You bet. Don't forget to try it out by pressing and holding B while airborne. Why was it free and not the other upgrades? Because it was mandatory to your progression. You can't save the world if you're stuck in a pit. Will there be more freebies in the future? There's only one way to find out, now isn't there? What do you mean? I mean you should carry on with your quest, while letting your heart know for sure that this here cursed world and its inhabitants have a lot of surprises left in store for you. Welcome to the Howling Grotto. Do people live here? Some cave-dwelling creatures used to, a long time ago. They built structures from the streams of emeralds running through the rocks, and believed the wind was the breath of a god. Anything I should know? Not really, other than that it's gliding time. Well, that wingsuit I gave you. Yeah. Sorry, I don't have enough contextual data. I meant to say something that would make sense regardless of whether you had already used the wingsuit to ride the wind tunnels. You're being awkward now. What's wrong with you? I gave you something that virtually lets you fly, and you'd rather stay here and chat. You have any stories to share? Of course. Here's one for you. There once was a king who had a pretty rough time managing his emotions. Experiencing nothing but extremes, he would always feel either too excited or too depressed, which caused him to never get anything done. Just as he was about to lose all hope of getting his life together and be a viable ruler for his people, he was visited by a traveling relic hunter. To rid the king of his woes, the relic hunter gave him a magic ring, promising it would make him sad when he is happy and happy when he is sad. It worked like a literal charm, and the kingdom became very prosperous as a result. When the king passed away, the castle's wizard promptly grabbed the ring to finally try and understand the source of its power. As it turned out, the ring wasn't magic at all. But how could a non-magic ring make you sad when you're happy and happy when you're sad? Any guess? Not really. It had a small inscription that read, "This too shall pass." Whoa, that's deep. It's more than deep. I just gave you the cure for anxiety through a fairy tale. Thanks, shopkeeper. Hey now, don't push it. Can we upgrade anything now? Well, probably won't. What's this one? Wingsuit attack. Oh. Okay, let's just get this now, because we want that wingsuit attack. So may as well get the barrier to entry out of the way. So yeah, like you said, you hold down B in the air, and you grab out this wingsuit. And you can do a bunch of cool flips and stuff, and it doesn't make you fall any faster. And if you're in this wind... Actually, well, it does keep you from getting wind as quickly. So now we can cross this gap. I think now I know what the A button was for. Okay, we'll get to that later. It just it reminded me. Ooh. You can use it to delay your fall. Like if somebody's about to shoot an attack at you. Like, oh. And then it passes by. Like we saw what I just did there. It just happened to not quite work out right, but the theory is correct. I really should have just taken them out, both so that they wouldn't harass me, and also because of the little things he does, but also to get their resources, the time crystals or whatever it would be. But. Oh, right. Yeah, that's pretty tricky right now. Right now is the key here, though. Oh, I shouldn't have concentrated on that. Oh well. Ducked right under that. Are we able... Oh, no, we aren't. That just bounced off that, so that indicates that that's a wall. So we can't go there yet. Let's just take those out so we don't have to bother with them. The attack also has a pretty generous arc. I think you could see earlier there. Not overly so, though. There are still some skeletons here, so I guess in that sense it is kind of like the Necromancer crypt. I was trying to say keep and crypt at the same time, so it was just a little awkward. Oh man, I think I might be coming down with something. That's what was delaying some other things I was trying to do. My throat is unduly hoarse. Horse, not horse. Oh man, this part. It's like... Well, I don't remember if crystals are only collectible once or if they stay out, but I think maybe they stay out, because I remember just like, it takes a time, but you really just feel like you should do it anyway, every time you see it, because there's just so many. So it would be a waste to not take advantage of it. Even though it takes you a little out of your ways. Yeah, you can just run under those. Yeah, let's just ignore that. Man, I just got a major... What the heck? What the heck? Did they upgrade their... I don't like it. What the heck is this? Okay. It has been an hour. There were a couple of delays, but... Okay, well, that's obnoxious, but at least it's not too bad. Yeah, but like I said, I was going to do this for an hour, because I do have things I want to do over the... At least, hopefully, I can finish it today. But if not, we'll do it tomorrow. So I guess play Splatoon tomorrow, and then we might... I'll decide what we're going to do this week later. So, see you then, bye.